What's up, y'all? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video, I'm going to be doing some shard polling, as well as going over some insights as to what's to come in the future for Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get it. All right, so we have a bunch of new insights here. Stuff that's happening in the future of Raid, what is to potentially come. Plenty of stuff ahead, let's dive in. Time in game, that's been a big focus for a lot of people. A lot of people have been complaining about time spent in game. It's just getting to a point of craziness. Okay, so they want to help us. They want to probably improve background battles is what I'm going to guess. So let's see. Your feedback regarding the amount of time in game takes was brought forward. It aligns with their long-term improvement plans. Early next year, background battles will receive an update. Boom. Allowing you to fight in arena and live arena while earning gear and rewards at the same time. Finally. That's huge. Early next year, so I'm assuming within the first quarter, so within the first few months of 2026, by March. Probably earlier, I would assume. Next up is gear management and accessory space. Managing gear and accessory space has become more challenging, especially with recent additions. This has been discussed. An extension to accessory and gear slots is planned for a future update. Another improvement shaped by your feedback, the community. That's huge. They're listening to the community. They want to add more quality of life into the game. I assume that they're going to boost it from currently in game. My guess is they're going to boost the reserve vault probably to about 1500. That's my guess and speculation. The master vault, I would assume they were going to boost this to at least 400. And then they're probably going to, well, that's gear and management. Sorry. That's champions. Gear wise, but I assume that they're going to boost the champion storage as well, because there's a lot of people complaining about that too. Gear wise, you can get up to 1600. I assume they're going to boost this to 2000. They should bring this to 2000. They should bring the accessories up to 2000 as well, with all the introduction of new gear, and they're probably going to keep on bringing new gear into the game. Next, live arena. Several live arena requests originated directly from you, the viewers, the community. Some of them are already underway. Friendly battles are officially on the roadmap. Huge. I hope they bring this in as quickly as possible. So in the future, you'll be able to challenge friends and clan mates directly. Okay, this is leaning way more towards what I've been wanting since the beginning. Friendly battles can then lead to, in the future, team battles. Tournaments online, okay, with friends, okay, with clan mates. Tournaments for money. Ooh, you never know. Maybe we could do that. Who knows? Maybe gifts, maybe gems, maybe something that entices the community to want to participate. That's where I want to be. And yes, live arena will become 24/7 in the coming months, offering more flexibility for everyone. 24/7 live arena. Play at your expense. Play when you want to play. Don't play based on the barriers that are limiting you to play during certain time frames. That's what we want. Siege. Your concerns about Siege were reviewed and discussed. I'm happy to inform you that testing defense teams will become possible in one of the future updates. Thank you. We can actually test defense teams now. And we hope that you will help you and your clans plan and refine strategies even more. So make sure, if you're in my clan, use the Discord. It's in all my video descriptions. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, okay? And you can potentially get in my clan as well. We beat pretty much all endgame content. The only thing that we're focusing on right now is Chimera Ultra Nightmare, so help us out. Relics. You spoke about relics, and one of your concerns was how difficult it can be to understand what's happening in arena and siege battles since their introduction. This was brought to our team's attention, and in battle indicator for relics is currently under consideration. So now you can potentially find out if they decide to do it. This under consideration doesn't mean that they're going to allow this, but if we can see what type of relics people have in the future, it better allows us to be able to beat teams in tag team and classic arena, and potentially in live arena. But will that show too much of our hand? But it would also get rid of a lot of the RNG too. I think I'm in favor of getting rid of the RNG as much as possible. So I hope they do allow this in the future. Additionally, rebalancing some of the weaker relics is planned for next year. Rebalancing some of the weaker relics. Okay, so hopefully they don't nerf any relics in this rebalance, like Arachnelixir. Hopefully they just boost all the other ones. IP integration empowerment. Many of you asked about time-limited champion empowerment, and the topic has been reviewed again. In the future, time-limited champions will be empowerable not only by other permanent champions from game, but also by duplicates of themselves. Much better for those who are paying a lot of money into this game. This could include some of the champions from older collaborations. Cool. Maybe they'll introduce some older collaboration champion heroes. Hopefully they bring back maybe, who knows, the Xenogre, the Blade Master type champions from Monster Hunter. Could they bring back other ones as well? I would love to see it, like He-Man. Maybe they'll bring back He-Man again. Who knows? I'm interested to see that, but it doesn't sound like that's going to happen. But I hope they do. That would be really cool. Altar of Souls. Your request for a shorter merchant refresh time was brought to the table, and it's happening. Yes! In an upcoming update, the merchant will start refreshing 4 times per day instead of once every 12 hours. That's actually huge. That means you got to be in game more often. If they're going to keep refreshing constantly, you got to be in game more, giving you more opportunities to encounter the souls you've been waiting for. Stay tuned. These are just a few of the improvements in the works, and there's even more on the horizon. 2026 is going to be the time of tons of quality of life features. Super, super excited for that. And I'm hoping they do really well. Now, let's get onto the KROZ fusion here. And we've got ourselves 6 Sacreds, 4 Primals, 37 Voids, and 107 Ancients. For the tournament, Champ Training's going on, Fire Night Tournament's going on, so make sure you're focusing there. Summon Rush, my thoughts. I think I am going to go for the 15 frags total. The reason why is I really want to get High Mother Mod in the future. She's taking me forever to get, so I really want High Mother Mod, especially for the Faction Wars hard mode. She's going to help me a little bit there. So yeah, so what am I going to do? My plan is to pull 4 Sacreds and then a bunch of Mysteries. That's my plan. 4 Sacreds, tons of Mysteries. But in terms of champions being good here, they're not great. I will say, they're not that great. But I could go for like an Artak to get duplicate. Basically, I'm just trying to fill Faction Guardians. I already have a +4 Ultimate Galek. I already have a +4 Geomancer. I don't have this guy. He's actually really strong for healing. For this faction, he's really strong. Reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker if this champion has 50% HP or more, and deals 30% more damage instead if this champion has less than 50% HP, and HP in all battles by 30% with a nice equalization of heal of the team. So he is strong. I don't have Sakia. I don't have Cupidus. So these 3 would help me, especially Sakia, now that I think about it, in Faction War hard mode. Increases the duration of HP burns. Increase her speed for each by 3% for each ally and enemy under HP burn. If Cardiel's on the team, all allies will heal by 3% of their max HP from burns debuff instead of receiving damage and losing HP. But Cardiel, I think, is not part of the same faction now that I think about it. I think he's High Elves. Okay, so let's take a look at Cardiel. Pretty sure he's High Elves. Sacred Order. Okay, never mind. He's Sacred Order, not High Elves. So they can't work with each other for Faction Wars, but outside of Faction Wars would be interesting pairing. Not that I really need her, to be honest, on my account. I definitely want to +4 my Farrakhan. Herndig is pretty strong for the Dwarfs faction, but we do have tons of options right now at our disposal. He has great decreased defense, decreased accuracy, fully deplete turn meter, great for the boss. His turn meter fills a good amount. Every time they're hit, occurs once per hit, and it doesn't have any cooldown. Also fills a champ turn meter by 20% whenever an ally dies. So he is pretty strong. Grants an extra turn and decreases the cooldown of Stasis Strike skill by 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy, which is this one, to steal turn meter. And then a chance to place Weaken and HP Burn after the attack on enemies whose turn meter is below 30% on a 4-turn cooldown. So he is pretty strong as well. Getting a duplicate, I already have 2 Herndig, so getting a duplicate will only give me 3. It won't fill Faction Guardians, but it'll get me closer. However, for the Orcs, I don't have much in terms of Orcs for this faction. I'll be completely honest. Faction Guardians only have 2, so getting another Orc would be good to keep filling the Faction Guardians. So I think I might go for Artak, to be honest. Having a double R-Tac, man, that would be super fast for Ice Golem as well. But I do kind of want Sakia. She would just be so strong for the Faction Wars hard mode for Demon Spawn. So actually, I want Sakia. I want Sakia, even though I'd love to fill my Faction Guardians. I really want her, but chances are I won't even get a Lego. Anyways, 2 Sacreds pulled since my last Legendary. Let's go ahead in here. Whoops, we got to make some space really quickly. Let's just get that done. Instant upgrade here. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. 4 Sacreds in a Dream, and then the rest are mysteries, which I'll do off camera. Get ourselves a rear guard. Let's get ourselves at least 1 for Rock in the Fat. That would be nice. Okay, we don't want Kellen. Although I could consider building her since I've got multiple copies. Ew, Hellgazer. She's not really that great. She's okay early game, mid game, but that's about it. Okay, we did get a Farrakhan. Perfect. So 4 epics. We got ourselves the Farrakhan. So now I can upgrade him. Let's see where mine is at. A +1. Now he's going to go to +2. So we'll take that. Summon Rest wise gets me close to the KROZ here. And oh wait, I need 3,200. So pulling all my mysteries, I'll probably have 1,000 mysteries, or at least close to it. I think I'm just going to pull 2 voids. Yeah, so 4 Sacreds, 2 voids. I think that's fair. And so currently 6 Sacreds pulled now. That'll be helpful for my pity in the future. Voids, I'm at 86 pulled since my last Legendary. Let's see if we get ourselves a Legendary. Let it be Sulfurion if I do. I do want 1 epic though. It would be nice to get 1 epic. Come on. Let's go. No epics. All right. So 2 voids brings us to 88 voids pulled since my last Legendary. Doomscreech is a decent rare for early game. There we go. Now we should be good to just pull the rest in mystery shards. So about 1,000 is what I need, close to it. A little over 900 rather. And we should be good on wall breakers. 15 fragments for the summon rush. I did not get myself a Legendary, but that's okay. Maybe you guys will steal the luck from me. I actually hope you have the luck. And I actually had a clan member who ended up getting, what, 5? No, 3 out of 5 Legendaries. 5 Sacreds, 3 Legos, 2 Dupe, and new Biggin. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button. Also, consider giving a hype on this video. It's free to do, just so my video gains a little more traction. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting if you have. And hope to see you on another video soon. Take care.